That kind of nerd. Let's start the show with comics, movies, and technology. Here we go, bringing you the segments that you're looking for, like Cape Talk, Screen to Stream, Tech Perspective, and more. Cast this nerd degree and the blockbuster. Welcome to the club, 'cause you're that kind of nerd.
Welcome, everyone, to That Kind of Nerds podcast, a show that tells you what is going on in the nerdy world. I am CJ Mellon, joined by Joshua Burns and Brian Thornton.
What up?
Nice try.
I'm not keeping that as a greeting. You have to say something else.
No, that's my greeting.
I'm
not saying any fucking thing else, so that you have to keep that as my greeting.
All right. I'm just going to find an old episode's greeting and throw it in here.
Yeah. See, but the thing is, people expect the weird, different greetings from me.
But if you just do the spoon, I have to explain the spoon.
Well, they have to listen for the stinger, I guess.
Proceed.
If you want to know what Brian's spoon in the bowl was all about, I guess you have to listen to the entire episode at the very end to figure it all out. So
That's actually good for us. When you look at our statistics, everybody will listen to this whole episode.
sure. Yep. Okay.
I'm just saying.
All right. Hit the mic too. I hope you break something. I do. Since it's been a while since we've gotten together, I figured we would gather
Been
around,
2 weeks.
talk about the world of comics, see how it's affecting TV, see what's affecting movies, but most of all, how is it affecting Brian? Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Cape Talk.
Cape Talk.
So Disney is very busy right now trying to figure out what the heck to do in the meantime while nothing is being able to be shot or released, and they've given us some juicy news that we now have the star for the Moon Knight Disney Plus series. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the one and the only Oscar Isaac. You may know him from small indie films like Star Wars and, Star Wars and maybe Ex Machina, but Star Wars.
How about X-Men Apocalypse?
Nope. I don't know. I don't acknowledge that movie's existence. What was that? When was that released? That movie was terrible. So thoughts,
Not
reactions?
more terrible than Dark Phoenix.
No, but not by much. Very low bar to clear on shitty X-Men movies. Not a tough bar to clear.
Anyway, he's been in a lot of stuff. Born Legacy, 10
Thank you.
years. Yeah,
Thank you.
a lot of stuff.
10 years. What was 10 years?
Whoa, what's 10 years? Look it up. Pretty solid flick.
What do you think about him jumping into this role? It's not much known about what they're going to be doing in the actual series, but Moon Knight is a really cool-looking character. What do you feel?
Yeah, Moon Knight is a cool character. It's kind of the detective story or the superhero plus detective story, depending on which angle they take. But it is, it's a dark and gritty Marvel thing, very much in the same vein as Batman. Again, like I said, they have two different. Moon Knight has superpowers, then loses them, so it depends like which version we get. But
Sure.
A gajillionaire with I think he uses multiple identities. He's not like Bruce Wayne. He's got like several.
Oh, nice.
But I could be screwing up that character. I don't think I am, but as I recall.
No, he does have numerous alter egos, according to this.
There you go.
He has multiple personalities. That's why.
Oh, well, that explains a lot.
Which could be interesting if that's what they decide to go with.
Yep.
Could be very interesting. I've never seen 10 years for the record. But I see Channing Tatum, a very young Chris Pratt, and Anthony Mackie, and Justin Long.
Yeah.
So
And
some previous Avengers
Rosario
stars.
Dawson.
Justin Long.
It's a solid flick.
There's a lot of people in this movie.
It's a lot of Marvel people.
We're not talking about 10 years, guys. God, what's wrong with you two? Talking about Moon Knight.
Yeah, no, I just got done talking about that, actually.
No, actually, yeah. I mean, it should be really interesting. I don't know how they're going to approach the multiple personalities. The funny thing is, in the later comic book stories, he actually started to manifest his personalities as other heroes. So he legit has personalities that he envisions as Spider-Man, Wolverine, and Captain America. So, one personality is who he wants to be and who he tries to be, which is Captain America. And like, he will flip back and forth. So like when he's kind of like, going through his like thought process, like those characters are talking to him. So I'm interested to see how if they decide to do that, if they do something similar, if they maybe do this as like some sort of. My point is like I think it's going to be a very not your typical. If they do it right, it's not going to be your typical superhero show. It's going to be like a psychological thriller.
Yeah, and like the fact that it's Disney Plus, kind of makes me feel like it's going to be limited in scope to what they will do versus what
they should
do. And also that Oscar Isaac is, I don't know, man, like a pretty big name for a series on Disney Plus.
He is, but I mean, think of it this way. I mean, these big actors are doing series like this more and more.
I know, but like you would expect this is going to be at best a PG-13 thing. At best.
I'm okay with that. And you know what? If that's the case, then Disney Plus is fine. They have all the X-Men movies on there. Now that since they own Fox, all the Bryan Singer X-Men movies are on there now. So
right, Bryan Singer X-Men movies. Okay, so
yeah, the original X-Men. Well, actually, the newer ones are on there too.
Not Logan.
Not Logan, but Logan is also on another streaming service right now due to licensing stuff.
Okay, all right. Well,
so
I was thinking it was more the rated R part.
They probably won't put it on because of the rated R part, but they have all the X-Men movies on there, and so I mean, clearly, like PG-13 is fine. I'm curious. I mean, I don't need a rated R Moon Knight. I'm okay with it PG-13. Just give me the psychological thriller stuff. Give me the detective stuff. Give me the guy who is not going to hold back and he'll beat a guy in an alley. Like I don't need to see the blood and guts and stuff in order to tell that story,
Yeah.
And like they do what they did with the X-Men movies is they put a little disclaimer in the synopsis there. Just like, movies rated PG-13 meant for more mature audiences or something like that. Good with that. I mean, I don't know of any way that this is tying into the newest phase of the Marvel movies. So if it's tangential in its execution and like you don't feel like you have to watch this in order to understand what's going to happen in Shang-Chi next year or 2 years from now or whenever the fuck movies start going up again, then they can do whatever they want.
Yeah, I mean, if you're talking about the violence too for this kind of show, Jeremy Slater is the guy who developed and wrote some of the Umbrella Academy for Netflix. He's developing this show and leading the writing team, so I don't think he's gonna be holding back at all. So he's gonna probably have unlimited license.
Umbrella Academy was very clearly TVMA, like that's a rated R title.
Sure,
this is not going to be that.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess to CJ's point. He knows how to do that stuff, and you just do that. You dial it back a notch, and you'll have a decent show.
You don't go full Daredevil. You just go back one step, right? You punch somebody, they don't bleed right away.
This is created by Doug Mensch, who created the Harley Quinn TV series, Union Jack, Young Justice,
the Harley Quinn TV show on HBO Max.
You mean DC Universe or Infinite?
No, it's HBO Max though. Infinite is just the comic books. Come on.
Yeah.
Listen to your own show, CJ.
And a bunch of like Batman Ninja, stuff like that.
Batman Ninja's good.
Yeah, it was all right.
I mean, I enjoyed it.
And is this going to be a 6-episode season?
I wouldn't dare to venture put in a number for this one.
I'm looking at IMDb.
I know.
I'd probably say 8.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'd probably say 6 to 8. Like, that makes sense. You do one short story. This is a character no one like. Listen, if Iron Man was a B-list character that they blew up, right, and then Guardians of the Galaxy were C-list, Moon Knight's like in the E's and the F's
for sure. Yeah, for sure. That's
so
still,
6 episodes is plenty. Let's see what kind of traction we can get with the character.
It's still something that Christian doesn't comprehend. He's like, so why wasn't Iron Man like your favorite comic book? And I'm like, because they weren't good. Like
he sucked, right?
It wasn't
what you think it is.
It wasn't
like back
anywhere
then.
Close to what you think Iron Man, like what you see on the screen.
Hence why they were able to pick up Iron Man and start with it because no one cared.
Iron Man has some great stories, but that's the problem. He has some great 4-issue runs, 3-issue runs, like maybe like 6 months. Like he's never. I mean, maybe recently I haven't read an Iron Man comic book in a while, but he never had like like when you think X-Men, you think like with the comic book, you think of the Chris Claremont run that lasted like years and like completely defined that book. Like when you think Spider-Man, you think of a couple different people. You think of Romita Jr., you think of Howard Mackey, for better or worse. You think of J. Michael Straczynski, who all were on the book for years. Iron Man just didn't have that, unfortunately, when we were collecting. I'm sure there's a lot of effort in him now, but he wasn't the way he is now. Anyway.
So I think this is going to be a really cool series. I think it's going to be a huge introduction to this character, just like you're saying, Brian, to a lot of people. 6 to 8 episodes, I think, is a good size run, so I'll be happy with that. And then Oscar Isaac is an amazing actor, so he's going to bring something new to this.
I've only seen bits and pieces of Ex Machina, but he seems like he can pull off kind of manic and crazy and
multiple
kind of goes off the deep end.
Yep.
I think he's perfect for the role. I'm very excited.
If you were any other human on the planet, I would say, oh, you should totally watch Ex Machina, but I know you, so
I've actually started it, and it just
okay.
We weren't like, I was trying to watch it with my wife, and we just weren't feeling it that night because you could tell it's a movie that you got to pay attention to, and I'm like, I can't pay attention to
Plus,
this.
You got General Hux in there. You got General Hux and Poe Dameron.
Domhnall Gleeson is his name. Yeah, Alicia Vikander also her name.
All right, in news that will never die, literally, I sent a GIF to our group chat that had the reference from Austin Powers, "Why won't you die?" Got more news about the Snyder Cut for Justice League. Just continuously, hey, let's just throw more people on this movie. It's rumored that the Joker will be coming back. Obviously, Darkseid is coming back. Desaad? Is that right?
Desaad is his name.
There we go. Whatever Willem Dafoe's character was from Aquaman is supposed to be making an appearance. Supposed to have an appearance from The Atom. We're supposed to have Iris West, Martian Manhunter. Really, like, how much shit are you going to throw in this sandwich before you realize that you're just making just a pile of leftovers into something that it shouldn't be?
Have you never been to Subway?
Like, yeah.
I have. I get a meatball marinara, and I'm out.
Okay, so let me before I turn it over to Josh, who's going
because I'm going to Primo's if I'm going to get a good sandwich.
Before I turn it over to Josh, who's going to be way more eloquent. First of all, you complain that this does not die, but yet you continue to talk about it. So you're part of the problem.
It's here, man. I got to acknowledge
you're part of the problem. You don't. We don't have to talk about this. We don't have to. Josh, do we have to talk about this?
No.
Well, then
we don't have. We don't have to talk about this.
Well, Snyder cut this out of the show.
There you go.
Go ahead. No, I want to hear what you have.
But if we are going to talk about this, I will say that you are making a assertion that this is going to be overbloated, that this is too much. And if we were talking about a 2.5 hour movie, I would agree with you. We're talking about a 5 hour miniseries. It is a completely different ballgame. All of this stuff will work inside of 4.5, 5 hours. Iris West was supposed to be in the original cut.
It was.
They cut her before Joss Whedon even came on board because it was getting to be too big.
Right.
Okay, so now we got double the time. Yeah, I want all of it. Throw it all in there. Honestly, CJ, this can't lose because they have the gift of hindsight. They know exactly what not to do. So just fucking do it. I'm in. I'm done complaining about the Snyder Cut. I have HBO Max. Let's just fucking go. I'm ready.
I'm saying this is going to turn into a sandwich from Scooby-Doo, right? There's no way you can open up your mouth to eat this, but yet somehow they do.
No, they toss it up and they open up their gullet and it just...
That's not how... No, they open up their mouth really wide with the toothpick still in the sandwich and just eat it whole. I don't know how they do that.
But again, you're approaching this as one whole thing. I'm telling you, it's 4... quite large, but not this is unmanageable sandwiches.
This is a party sub. I'm supposed to come up and get little pieces of it.
It's a party sub that you get the little pieces as you are hungry.
Well, yeah, but think about a party sub. Like even when it's cut into manageable pieces, it's still hard to take a bite.
Right.
So like I get what CJ's saying from his super curmudgeonly point of view, and. Look, people didn't like the movie. Like the movie was trash. And if it's going to be a 5-part series now instead of a movie, do whatever the hell you want. Do something completely different. Do something that
That's what they're doing.
Do something that nobody's expecting. Change the story completely.
That's pretty much what they're doing.
We're going to resurrect Adam West's Batman now. Just put this in here, right?
Fine.
That happen?
I don't care. Again, it's new comic book story content. Just give it.
And seriously, like anything new, I just give it. I want it. We're gonna wait so long for all of this crap. Snyder Cut's gonna drop before Black Widow drops at this point. So give it to me.
So
right.
you can be poopy pants about it, but you're gonna watch it.
Seriously, right?
Got me right there. All right, let's turn our attention to some different topics where we look at movies and TV in a broader sense called Screen to Stream. And it appears that Brian hasn't even watched these trailers yet, so let's see how long this takes.
One eternity later.
And we're still waiting on Brian because he's still watching the Monster Hunters trailer.
You can't still be watching the Monster Hunter trailer.
2.5-minute trailer.
No, it's not. It's a 5-second trailer.
You look at it, you get it.
Right.
I watched the whole trailers.
You're like, oh, Mila Jovovich, Tony Jaa, T.I., I get it. Paul Anderson. Oh, the guy that only makes video game movies.
Yeah, he made the Resident Evil.
And Mortal Kombat. And now this.
So let's save our discussion for when we talk about that trailer.
That's what we're talking about the trailer.
We're doing the Lego Star Wars one.
No, now we're talking about this one.
You didn't announce anything.
Yeah,
just
you
said-
said nothing.
checked the show
Why?
notes.
Why does that have to come third?
No.
It is in an order that will surprise us, but Josh has chosen.
All right, let's start off with a trailer that I'm sure is gonna. Let's talk about a trailer that I think Josh and I watched for about 5 seconds.
CJ spent like a half hour thinking of a segue for the Lego Star Wars trailer, and now he's got to change it, and he's fucking pissed.
Let's talk about a trailer that Josh and I probably watched for about 10 seconds, and Brian spent 2 minutes and 30 seconds watching.
Because it's a 2-minute, 30-second trailer.
The trailer for Monster Hunter.
Yes,
Jeez.
the video game made by Capcom. That Monster Hunter.
Yes.
Yeah, which is a huge video game.
It is a huge video game. And just like all video game movies, destined to be a huge blockbuster success that is critically acclaimed. Jimmy, hey, oh, you handed me, what is this? Oh, that doesn't happen with video game movies at all. Thanks, Jimmy. Nice to have him back.
It's like they cast the movie based upon who would be good video game voices. That's how you get Ron Perlman.
T.I., right? I
Yeah.
mean,
This looks fun.
No,
I think it looks fun.
if this eclipses 87 minutes, I'll be shocked.
It'll be 2 hours. It'll be at least 2 hours. Guaranteed.
really?
Yep, you need about 20 minutes of them being in the army and just normal like oorah people, and then the big event, and then they run into a creature, they have to run away from it, they find the guys tell them this is what's going on, they quibble amongst themselves for about 15-20 minutes until they band back together, realize what they got to do, and then go do it. Action, some sort of terrible video game reference, roll credits.
T.I. had to be convinced by his youngest son to make this to hop on board the cast.
Well,
Because
I'm
his youngest son likes the video games.
sure T.I.
Who is
wasn't
T.I.?
that busy.
Who is T.I.?
Why are we so obsessed with T.I.?
Do you not know who T.I. is?
Is this a rapper?
Yeah, but he's been
Yeah.
in other movies.
What movies?
Takers, for one.
Haven't seen it.
You haven't seen Takers?
I have not.
Yes, you have. It's Idris
I have
Elba.
not.
You've seen Takers.
I know it's Idris Elba. I've never seen it.
All right. He's an Ant-Man. He's part of Ant-Man's.
Yes, he's
in the van.
Okay, that's
he's
better.
In the van.
He's
T.I.
in the crew.
He's in the
Okay.
van.
All right. Cool.
Jesus, I can't believe I had to reference Ant-Man.
Because Ant-Man's a good movie.
I'm sorry. You're right. It wasn't the easiest way to explain it, but I forgot your hate for Ant.
Jesus Christ.
that was
Anyway,
good.
as much as I do love Mila Jovovich, this looks historically bad.
It looks fun. It looks like Pacific Rim. But
No,
with
I
Mila
see.
no.
Now I thought that like initially when the thing, I'm like, oh, this
It's
looks
Mila
like,
versus Kaiju.
this looks like a kaiju, but without the Jaeger, so they can't really fight him in any kind of effective manner.
But she has magic swords. That's an effective manner.
It's not. This
You
is-
clearly have not played the game.
No, nor will I ever. No.
This is
Magic
this is
swords
not-
rules all.
But this is not a Pacific Rim thing at all.
The only thing it's like
This is
Pacific Rim
Rim.
is that 2.
I don't know. I was gonna say, speaking of magic swords, there's a whole other trailer.
I think we've given enough time to Monster Hunter, so yes, Josh. Speaking of,
I
magic
think it looks
swords-
fun. It looks like a giant monster movie, and that's all I have to say. Fine. Moving on.
The Lego series. First off, the games are splendid. They're wonderful. And the creative team behind the Lego franchise has now launched the Lego Star Wars Holiday Special. And can I just say, like, you nailed it. Like, just from this trailer. Like,
They
this
always
is,
nail it.
This is great, right? Story follows Rey, Finn, Poe, Chewie, and Rose as they get ready to celebrate the holidays. And then Rey finds a magical stone that transfers her back in time to go visit Luke.
Luke?
I hit a microphone.
Luth?
To go visit Luke.
Luth Vader?
Luke, Darth Vader,
Luth.
Yoda, Obi-Wan, Luth. Use the fourth Luth. You gotta hit the Death Star. All right. This looks fantastic. This looks swell. Give me more of this. Are there more of this? Is there more of this from previous franchises I haven't watched?
Yes.
What
Not
is-
particularly a holiday special, but Lego does these 60, 70-minute movies all the time. There's like 8 DC ones.
Oh, man, I must watch.
There's a couple Star Wars ones
And
too.
a lot of TV series. Which
I know they had
like,
like
they do
a
a-
Frozen
they
one
do a
that my kids
bunch of
watched.
shit. They
David
do
Shane
this
David
all the
Shane wrote a
time.
bunch of the TV series.
Did he really? Oh, all right. Well, I'm down for this. This is cute. This is nice. This is something I will watch with the kids. This is my gateway to get my kids to go watch some old Star Wars a little bit more.
Or you could just sit them down and have them watch the old Star Wars.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get my oldest to watch The Wizard of Oz, so I'm going to go through this to get to Star
Wizard
Wars.
of Oz
You
is
just
no.
plop them on the sofa and say, "Don't
and say,
move."
watch this shit.
Talk about this. This is fun. This looks great. I want more of this. Where's this going? Disney Plus, right? That makes sense. Okay. Ryan, you
I have
really-
nothing to say about this. It's a Lego special. It's an hour-long special.
Plus, it looks
it
like
looks fine.
We've got, I'm going to call it the thing that Brian is like, oh, plus we got Baby Yoda. We got Baby Yoda in this.
The child.
yeah,
Yes, we get the
yeah, we got
child.
Baby Yoda.
We got a little Baby Yoda popping up in this. He looks so cute.
It's a Lego the Child. Yes. So, where's this fit into the canon? Who knows? I
Who
don't
cares? It's a Lego
know. If
thing.
Rey goes back in time and fights Darth Vader, that completely screws up all the timeline.
This is not canon. This is Lego's canon. This is Lego Star Wars canon. This isn't Star Wars canon. Just like
Okay.
I don't think
They reference Life Day. The holiday special is officially canon.
Is it
has
really?
been officially canon.
Is it just because Boba Fett?
It's because Life Day makes very many references to the original movie and things that also happen afterwards, like Chewie's family is in episode 3, and Kashyyyk is mentioned, and all sorts of other stuff. It is officially canon and is actually recognized by Disney as part of the new canon.
Wow. All right. But this looks great.
And now you learned something. If
and-
you've
and-
never seen the holiday special,
I have not. I
haven't.
I've been told even I think even Mark
I
Hamill
think you
says
can
don't
watch it on. I think you can watch it on YouTube.
Sure, I'm sure you can. But no, I want more of this. This looks adorable. This looks cute. This is coming out November 17th, so just around the corner. You can watch this on the Disney Plus.
Are you purposely
What's up
saying
with your
words weird and
emphasis?
wrong?
I'm just putting emphasis in the wrong syllables. All right, so this
I
premieres on
prefer it when
November
you
7th.
accidentally misspeak. I prefer.
Now you did
Listen,
it. Ha!
my man, it doesn't happen to me nearly as often.
All right, so this premieres November 17th on Disney Plus. I'm excited for this. This looks nice. All right, this next one I'm not so sure about. Netflix released a trailer for The Midnight Sky,
It's
starring-
Interstellar on Hoth.
starring George Clooney. Interstellar.
Tell me I'm wrong.
In a way, yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
It looks fine, but that's
Interstellar,
it.
But yes, Hoth.
yeah, I
The concept of Interstellar on Hoth. The concept of Interstellar was planet's dying. We need to go figure out a way to repopulate another planet or something to save Earth.
And then I have to, and then Matthew McConaughey has to go and warn them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
Interstellar on Hoth.
Yeah, but probably minus the wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff.
Oh, most certainly, because it's not Christopher Nolan, it's George Clooney.
Anytime I see George, I was reminded of Tomorrowland when I saw this trailer. Like, anytime George Clooney futuristic sci-fi stuff.
Okay, if you're about to talk shit on Tomorrowland, I'm about to drive to your house and kick your ass.
Tomorrowland was a subpar movie.
It was not. It was a. Like, listen, it's not amazing. It's a good movie.
It was a movie.
It was movie.
Wouldn't even say it's subpar. I would just say it's a good movie.
It was movie.
It was.
It deserved better.
It did deserve better.
A better movie. A better
But it was
script.
movie.
A better
False.
cast.
False.
Better direction.
False.
Better cinematography.
Brad Bird. You can't get better than Brad Bird. That was a Brad Bird film, was it not?
I don't know. Probably,
I'm almost
actually.
positive it was Brad Bird.
It's okay, but it was movie. This looks interesting. I can't tell. Josh, minus the Interstellar stuff, the observation that he made. Just watching this trailer, what's your opinion on this? Also, this is a Netflix movie, and we know how we talk about Netflix movies very often.
Well, it's select theaters too, so I'm assuming this was
That's
something that was
just
supposed to go into theaters.
Yeah, that's just a thing.
I mean, I don't know. Netflix has done some pretty good stuff lately. Now, I don't know about movie wise. Their movies have not been.
No.
Yeah, it was Brad Bird.
Look, and if you're gonna make the Brad Bird argument, Pixar, fine, but like other than that, I don't care.
Mission Impossible: Ghost Protocol.
What he didn't? Did he write that?
He directed it. Almost positive.
Are we really defending?
Tomorrowland by Mission Impossible? Nah, he directed it.
Yes, yeah, that is the argument being made.
No, we're defending Brad Bird
We
because you
all-
said
hey,
bad direction.
We all agree. Listen, we all love Mom, okay? Don't have to sell me on Mom. Tomorrowland's what's on the chopping block right now, and we're saying is movie, right? Not
That's
steaming
all
pile
I'm
of crap.
saying. Yeah,
It was movie. I watched it once. I don't remember it. I don't want to remember it, and I'm never gonna watch it again. It was movie. I had some Poppy's corn, and
He
that was
directed
it.
The Iron Giant too.
cares.
Okay, good. What
And
have you done for
Ratatouille.
me lately?
He did The Incredibles too.
No, you don't direct animation.
You absolutely do.
No, you just tell people where to move stuff around.
You absolutely need to direct animation.
I'm gonna have to go on. Now I'm flipping it over to Brian here on this one. You absolutely direct animation.
Even
Just
more
voice,
so.
it's voice actors. You're just cutting and pasting.
Storyboarding,
It's not just
all
that.
stuff.
It's not that at all.
I don't think
is-
it's the same thing.
I legitimately have to make up everything from scratch. He needs to say this is the way the shot should look before it even gets animated.
But I don't agree.
Then you can disagree all you want. That's how the process works.
But again,
And trust the process, Josh.
no.
Trust the process.
Anyway, I am no longer defending Tomorrowland. I am defending the fact that someone said it was bad directing, and I'm telling you it's not. Hence, Brad Bird, director of Tomorrowland, did all these other amazing movies that you love.
Did he do this Netflix piece of crap that we're looking at here?
No, because this is Interstellar on Hoth. George Clooney decided this was a good idea.
That's true.
Yeah.
It does say from George Clooney, like from
Directed
Oscar
by him,
award.
it's everything by him.
George Clooney, like it's got him all over it.
He's got an icy beard in it. He's running around after a little kid.
I'm not going out of my way. I'm not going out of my way to watch it.
Where's the Tauntauns so they can keep warm? That's all I'm curious about.
Well, they do have to make a snowbank to keep the little child warm. Anyway, I agree with you, Josh. I don't think I will be going out of my way to see this movie. I think Netflix is going to throw it in my face, but I haven't even watched The Queen's Gambit yet. Yes, I'll get around to it. I heard it was great. But I don't think I'm going to watch this. Netflix movies, we're not very good.
What
about
was
it.
the last Netflix movie we watched?
Old
Guard?
Old Guard.
Old
Old Guard
Guard?
was good.
Yeah.
Old
No,
Guard-
after Old Guard was that awful Extraction.
Oh, I didn't watch that.
I thought that was before Old Guard.
Who cares? That was a bad movie.
It wasn't good.
All right, Josh, now you dropped this movie into the show notes, so I figured I'd give you the chance to open up for us. It's called The Killing of Two Lovers.
I dropped it for one reason and one reason only. Clayne Crawford. I think the dude is underrated. And I watched the trailer. It looks interesting. Again, not something I'm going to go out of my way to watch, but if it's on VOD, I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, this had a weird Gone Girl kind of vibe to it. I don't know. It had some. It's got that weird thriller feel that I wasn't 100% sure how I felt about it. It's definitely a Sundance movie.
Ugh.
But yeah, Clayton Crawford. I mean, we haven't seen him in a bit. He looks like it's pretty good. I don't know. This movie, I don't know how I will watch it. I don't know if it's coming out on any streaming service or VOD or whatever. But I mean, it kind of looks interesting. It's what? So this guy's trying to keep his family of 6 together during a separation from his wife, and basically it looks like he's trying to maybe kill his wife and his new lover.
I mean, he finds out she's cheating on him.
Yeah,
So.
okay. No matter what, it's still going to be better than that freaking Russell Crowe movie where he was super fat and in traffic.
Unhinged?
Oh God, that movie was terrible. I want my time back from that movie.
How long was that movie?
What?
How long was that movie?
I don't know.
Say about an hour and a half.
I don't know.
Maybe an hour 40.
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay, I want you to take that feeling that you feel about Unhinged. I want you to multiply it by 2 because I wasted 3.5 hours on that piece of shit Avatar movie in 2011.
Yeah, I did that too,
out?
and then you made me watch Tomorrowland, and I lost that time too. Anyway,
I didn't make you watch Tomorrowland.
I know. I know you didn't. Couple more pieces of news here. So Kevin Smith has revealed that he got the band back together for Twilight of the Mallrats. It looks like the whole gang will be coming, and they'll do a nice little tribute to Stan Lee. Don't have any synopsis or anything for the movie, but hey, everyone's coming back. I think he can get people back together with this heart attack. He can guilt people into coming into
even before the heart attack, when he was talking about doing this, he was getting everybody back together.
The movie's a cult classic. Everybody needs to be a part of it.
This was supposed to be a series, if I remember correctly, right?
Supposed to be a Netflix series called Mall Brats, and I guess he changed it, and I'm fine with it. I loved Jane Silent Bob Return, or Jane Silent Bob Reboot, so I'm down. Gimme.
This is a little clip from the article here from comicbook.com, and I thought this quote was really great. Jason Lee's Brody Bruce has a daughter whose name is Banner, by the way. Way to go. And said, because Brody basically called the way that the culture had turned, that now everything is into comic book culture, he predicted it. He is now insufferable to her for that very reason. And that's wow. That's right on point. I can totally see that happening, and yep. I know what that's like to sit next to some people who are like that. So I'm excited for that kind of relationship to come out of it. Do you have any hopes for it, or anything that you're? I mean, like, this is I know a cult classic, but this is one of those movies that it has been a while. Do you think it's going to hit the right way, or is this just going to be for Kevin Smith fans, or how do you see this movie coming in?
This is just for Mallrats fans, dude.
Yeah, I think every Kevin Smith movie is just for Kevin Smith fans.
That's right.
And I think Kevin Smith knows that. He's got his audience. He works with what he's got, and we all love him for it. So why not? Give me more.
That's true. So more news to come on that. But hey, I'm excited everyone got to come back together. It's gonna be interesting to see Sharon Doherty act again. I haven't seen her in a long time.
If that's what you call what she does.
That's true, right? It's very true. I don't know. She's just going to give a bunch of side eye and rolling her eyes. We'll see what happens. Brian, this one I think is kind of up our alley. I'm not sure, Josh, if this was your show. Saved by the Bell. You Saved by the Bell guy, Josh?
I mean, I watched it when it was on. Sure.
We all know Brian has very strong feelings about Zach Morrison as well, but they released a trailer for the reboot. Ironically enough, not ironically enough, but annoyingly enough, still called Saved by the Bell. So no Next Generation or whatever. So enjoy that as you try to make your movie collection complete there, Brian. But I saw this trailer, and I think I remember Saved by the Bell fondly, but looking at this, I don't think I actually like Saved by the Bell.
I have completely skipped over I'm so excited and have just gone right into I'm so scared.
I thought we talked about this already because
we talked about the first trailer, the teaser trailer.
Yeah, because I turned it into a conversation about Zach Morris's trash.
Yes. Okay, that was you. My apologies. Yes.
But in this one, you get to see Zach Morris and Kelly Kapowski.
Yeah, that was my question: is where's Kelly?
Kelly's in this trailer, but I am noticing an absence of what was her name, Lisa Turtle.
She's in it though.
She's in it, but I don't see her. I don't see her in this trailer.
Right. Well,
They have this scene where they're all up on stage, or they're all like getting pictures or something, and it's just them, no Lisa. And I swear to God, if it turns out that Lisa's like, oh, I'm actually like in Milan doing like fashion show stuff, and you'll get me on Zoom for 5 seconds in an episode, that's freaking lame and dumb. And this whole show is just, who knows? I don't know.
Do you know what series did this better, of taking the show that you loved and putting it into a new context, but still having...
Fuller House.
No. Girl Meets World.
Fullest House.
No, you can take your full house and shove it up your full ass. Full House is terrible. But Girl Meets World. If you're sleeping on Girl Meets World and you like Boy Meets World, you should check it out. It's only a few seasons.
I mean, I really don't, care.
Wow. All right.
I enjoyed Boy Meets World. It wasn't like a defining show for me. Neither was Saved by the Bell.
It's like, I don't watch Fuller House. I don't watch any. I just know this is not for me. This is not for me.
I think
maybe for
I'll
my
watch
kids.
I'll watch the first couple episodes. I'll give it a shot, but it's not. I'm not expecting
great news.
The Emmy the Emmy for best new comedy coming to Saved by the Bell. Like I'm expecting it to be more Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, and I think I was done with Saved by the Bell by the time. Yeah, by the time 90210 came on, which was like 91, I was done with Saved by the Bell.
It was
2 years.
Oh, I was gonna say when they started working that beach resort in like the last season or two.
Yeah,
no.
The college
way
stuff is all
before that.
crap. When they were in high school, that's this week.
There's no bells in college. It doesn't make sense anymore.
Your
There was barely any bells growing up in the 90s. Who the hell? Did your high school have a bell? My high school didn't have a bell.
Our high school had a bell.
You just looked. There was clocks everywhere, and if you were not there on time, you got your freaking write-up slip.
Yeah, season 1 was October of. I was in 5th grade. That's when I was done with Saved by the Bell. When 90210 came on, I was done with Saved by the Bell.
See, I was too young for 90210, so this was the show that would go Bayside.
Yeah,
but
you were 2.
Yeah, that's.
So,
What year did 90210 start?
1990.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Completely forgot about that.
Anyway,
Wow.
yeah.
You both went. Oh, you both went. Owen Wilson there.
Oh, I went Owen Wilson. Yeah.
Wow. What I did like about this trailer, because there is some stuff like they were showing the new cast, the new characters, and showing the kids. They're kind of establishing and laying out their groundwork a little bit more than they did in like the teaser part for this. It looks interesting. I will give it a watch, but I am not gonna. This is not must see TV. I'm not setting my calendar to this. But I'll
of course, it's not must see TV. It's TGIF. Get your shit together.
I'm so sorry. All right, I gotta pull this up. I didn't actually see this. Brian, it's time to get up. It's time to slam now, because we got a real jam going on.
Oh, are we in the Space Jam?
We're in the Space Jam.
Does that mean I get to watch Michael Jordan again?
I need you. No, we're talking about Space Jam: A New Legacy.
Oh well, then I'm out.
Why?
It's because we got the full synopsis now for the new movie starring LeBron James.
Why?
Why?
Yes, why?
Because now we can know what the movie's about.
Why do we need another one?
Oh, I don't know why we need another one. Brian, why do we need another one?
Because Space Jam.
Okay. Brian, could you go to the show notes, please? And
I'm there.
Would you mind reading us the synopsis, please?
Why do you want me? I don't have a dramatic reading skills at all. In a world. No, during a trip to the Warner Brothers studio, NBA superstar LeBron James and his son accidentally get trapped within a world that contains all of Warner Brothers' stories and characters under the control of a malfunctioning, all-powerful force named Al G, played by Don Cheadle. With the help of Bugs Bunny, LeBron must navigate through a never-before-imagined world filled with iconic movie scenes and characters as they reassemble the Looney Tunes to rescue his lost son. Now to get back home, LeBron and the Tunes have to unravel Al G's mysterious plan and win an epic basketball game against digital gamified super versions of the NBA and WNBA's biggest stars as the entire world watches. Okay.
How are they going to do that without LeBron stacking his team with the best players in the world.
He is stacking his team with the best players in the world. He
Toon
has Bugs
Squad.
Bunny.
He's got the Toon Squad.
I just want to very quickly. I want to go over this just for everyone. 2 championships, twice Finals MVP, once the regular season MVP, 4 times All Defensive Team, 9 scoring titles, 3 times the steals leader. That is the difference between Michael Jordan and LeBron James' achievements. There's no way I'm buying into this shit.
Well,
The difference between Jordan's accomplishments and LeBron's is a Hall of Fame career. Jordan is a Hall of Fame career better. And this is just like further cementing this LeBron myth because they're going to make a Space Jam. He's not that guy. He's not that guy. Nope.
Are you sure? Because I mean, if Michael Jordan was in a movie where he got the tunes together to play
The
basketball,
difference
wouldn't LeBron
between
James
the
be
two
the same
is a
if they
Hall of
could-
Fame career. That's
Are
the
you-
difference between the two.
But they're both in a movie where they do. How are they
Jordan
not this?
is a Hall of Fame player better than
Uh-huh.
LeBron James.
one whole Hall of Famer better, or like?
Yes, he's an
What the
entire Hall of Famer better. That's how much
Say
better.
that 10 times fast.
But Josh, they trust both of them to go get the Toon Squad together. Now, here's the $1 million question. While I know you don't support
No,
it,
I'm not going to go see this.
really?
Yeah, you know why?
Why?
All right, listen, you can say whatever you want about the original Space Jam, and honestly, it is legitimately just a walking advertisement for McDonald's and Air Jordans.
Oh, yeah,
and
it
Nikes
is.
and Wheaties. It
Full of
is
it.
that, and you know what? It's shamelessly does it, and I'm fine with that. I have a lot of nostalgia for Space Jam, and I fully admit, objectively, probably not a good movie.
Right?
But you know what? That movie actually had a story arc of some kind. Because the original movie, is not about this all-out adventure that Michael Jordan is going on. It's about Michael Jordan finding out that, hey, be happy with who you are. You don't have to go do this stuff. You are the guy, no matter what you think. You know, like that entire movie is about him finding the mental fortitude to just go out there and be Michael Jordan, and who cares if he sucks at baseball? He's Michael frickin' Jordan. This is After Earth with the Toon Squad.
You're right, because
This is LeBron James being like, oh, I gotta go help my son. You want to come, Bugs?
Michael
Here's
Jordan
the-
had a movie. Why can't I have a movie?
Here's the other question: Is LeBron James's actual son going to be in the movie, or they're going to get somebody else to play LeBron James Jr.?
Who knows? They got actors to play all of Michael Jordan's family in the Space Jam movies.
It's very true.
I mean, let's be honest. I am not a sports fan. I do like Michael Jordan. He seems like a decent guy. Not a good actor. LeBron, being as he's a whole Hall of Famer, even less. I'm going to go ahead and assume his acting proportion is also a whole Hall of Famer less than Michael Jordan. So he's going to be even worse.
In defense of Michael Jordan's acting in that movie, if you've ever looked at any of the behind the scenes of how they made this, it was just Michael Jordan alone on a stage. Of
you
people
don't
playing
don't
green.
need to defend it.
No,
I
no,
get it.
But what I'm saying
You
is,
don't need to defend his
It
acting.
was a guy with a thing taped on a pencil going, speak at this.
yeah, they're all wearing green suits, being like, "Play basketball against us," and you're just like, I'm Michael fucking Jordan, right? Like, this is. Gonna
I get. What do you think? What do you think it's going to be with LeBron?
That's the thing. That's the different part. Technology's gotten so much better now. LeBron's going to be around real people that are like actually going to be able to do that. They have budget for this movie. That's going to be like LeBron's going to get a better treatment making this movie.
So to Josh's point, he is in fact stacking the deck.
Yes. Oh, 100%.
Always.
There you go.
Do you want me to keep that fucking asshole in? I like
don't
it.
care. I don't
Okay.
care.
Do you think LeBron is going to come knocking on Josh's door or something?
I like this.
Yo, I heard you call me a fucking asshole, but I have a Space Jam coming out, bro. Like, come on. Who the hell cares?
But Don
Get
Cheadle.
in.
Don Cheadle's going to be in it. I like Don Cheadle.
Everybody likes Don Cheadle.
Terrence Howard doesn't like Don Cheadle.
No, that's
First and foremost, everybody likes Don Cheadle. Secondly, like this is this is a week maybe at a studio just reading lines for Don Cheadle.
You mean like Bill Murray? For
Like,
Space
come
Jam?
on, like Well, he's playing a character named Al G. I'm assuming it's an animated character. I mean, it could be in person.
Who knows?
If it's in person, again, great. This doesn't grab me. I'm going to go. We're going to hang up. I'm going to watch 2 movies after we're done recording this. I'm watching Tomorrowland and I'm watching Space Jam. The Space Jam, not this bullshit. Maybe I'll sprinkle in an episode of Saved by the Bell in between and then wrap it all up with Interstellar.
You're gonna be up you're gonna be up till like 6 o'clock tonight.
It's 5 hours. We're wrapping up now. I'll be up till 4.
This movie comes out July. It's set to release, so who fucking knows? July 16th of 2021. See if that release schedule holds. And listen.
Oh, they're gonna release it in July. This is gonna tank.
Oh, really?
This is not gonna do well.
Yeah, July's when they release movies.
July's when all the best summer movies are coming out. Like, you'll have to compete with a Marvel movie, a Disney and or a Pixar movie, like something like that. It's not going to tank, but it's not going to do that great.
I don't know, man. I think
you know why? Because kids don't know who the fracking Looney Tunes are anymore.
No, but they know LeBron James.
You're gonna get people our age bringing their kids, and that's it. You're not going to introduce a new audience to this.
I disagree. I think
that's fine.
LeBron James is a bigger draw than you're giving him credit for.
No. NBA, no, fuck that. NBA fans, even if you're a fan of LeBron James, are not going to see Space Jam. That's not the kind of power LeBron James has. Michael Jordan had that power. LeBron does not. And I, as a not sports fan at all, have full authority to say that. Because I, as a not sports fan, went and saw Michael Jordan in fucking Space Jam.
Jordan was a global phenomenon.
Yeah, Jordan was his own thing.
Jordan was the brand, period.
Yes.
LeBron is not. He's divisive as it is when it comes to the basketball community. And, this isn't like, what the hell, the Kyrie Irving character, the Uncle, damn it. You don't know, you really don't know what I'm talking about?
No. What?
Kyrie Irving, Uncle
Drew. Uncle Drew was like a whole thing, right?
Yeah,
it was a whole thing that was like a web series, and then they made a movie.
Yes, they did.
It was an actual basketball movie.
Yes. I remember seeing trailers for this.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see it, though.
So I saw it. I saw it with Christian. Entertaining movie. Not good movie, but entertaining.
Right. Is movie. Much like Tomorrowland.
This is not going to be as good as that. There's no amount of Looney Tunes that could save it.
Wow. I guess I'm the optimistic one here. That I just think it's going to... I think it's going to be bigger than you guys.
People don't even know who Looney Tunes are anymore.
That's what I'm saying.
I know that. I really do. I get that. I don't think Looney Tunes is your draw.
Who are you? You are going for people our age who hopefully have kids. You are not drawing in the NBA crowd. You are not drawing in any new children because they don't know who the fuck Looney Tunes are. You are purely banking on 90s nostalgia. And I gotta be honest with you, it's not. If I have the choice, listen, if there's nothing in the theater and theaters don't cost $40 a ticket and all of this is fine and theaters aren't completely shut down, maybe I'll see it if there's nothing else. But if there's a freaking Pixar movie that came out even a week before this that I haven't seen, I'm seeing the Pixar movie.
And we'll have to see.
Unless there is a completely compelling trailer that changes my mind, this description does not make me want to see this movie.
Right, yeah. We'll see if the release dates hold, because that's going to be a big point to what you guys are saying, especially going up against anything from Marvel, Pixar, or any other family film that this has to go against. This will be beaten up pretty bad. But I think this movie's going to do better than we expect. So here's what we'll do. I think for some follow-up later on, once we get a release schedule, see kind of where we're at, we'll look at the budget, and we'll guesstimate. We'll do a little box office tabulations and just kind of see how bad does it do. Does it overperform what do you think it's going to do? Crunch some numbers and just kind of see.
There is no crunching numbers. You're just asking us to throw out a number. 5. You guess whatever that means. It could be 5 million, 5 billion, $5. You go ahead and guess. But 5.
There's a reason we're every other week. And I just remembered this is why.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, I'm curious, listener, what do you think about anything that we talked about? Is there hope for Monster Hunter? Could a video game movie actually be good? Psst, the answer is no.
Resident Evil is good. The first two are great.
Yeah.
I don't like your completely blanket statements, completely unsubstantiated in any sort of fact or
I
thought.
think you're accurate with the first two Resident Evil movies, but then I can't think of another example of a video game movie that's good besides those two.
The latest Tomb Raider.
Yep. Actually, I'll even go as far as to say the first Angelina Jolie Tomb Raider too. I'll even throw Cradle of Life in there.
I think that's a little too far.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
That was a good
Detective Pikachu.
Yeah. Okay, so those
Detective
are two.
Pikachu, hands down.
Two. Yeah.
I just gave you 4.
All right, you're good.
Tomb Raider, Resident Evil,
but then
Resident Evil, and the Resident Evil Apocalypse, Detective Pikachu, Sonic the Hedgehog. Hang on, let's see here. This is a matter of opinion, but Silent Hill was good. This is a matter of opinion.
Just make yourself a list, Brian. Make a list.
Here's what we're gonna do,
Street
Brian.
Fighter,
Hold
Rampage.
on, stop.
Need for Speed.
Here's what we're gonna do in between these two episodes. The next episode, we're going to put together a list of the video game movies. We'll rank them and we'll discuss them next week. Or next episode.
Good deal.
We'll do it that way. There we go. Now you got your sneak peek of what's happening. Well, listener, thank you so much for
You just gave me homework. That's
whatever
not a
it
sneak
is that we are right now in your life. We hope you are staying safe, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Well, welcome to the club, because you are that kind of nerd.
Joey Bag of Donuts over there. And Petey Parfait with his spoon.
Johnny Tambourine walking down the street with a parfait.
Y'all are jealous.
That's what it is. I'm jealous.
Nope, not jealous of the parfait.
It's actually good.
I know Donkey was all like, everybody love a parfait, but that is not true.
I gotta tell you, I love a good parfait. It's not bad.
If I hear spoon on bowl during this episode, I'm driving to your house and drop kicking you and then driving back.
Does it have granola?
Of course it's got granola. Oh, God.
I don't like
Okay.
oats. Oats. Don't give me
It's
oats.
got granola, or it's got that terrible cereal that 90-year-old women eat, right?
Kashi?
No granola. No granola.
Muesli? What are you talking about?
God.
Honey bunches of oats.
No. It's just loose,
Grape nuts.
yes, that's it. Grape nuts. Ah, grape nuts.
Who puts that on a parfait?
A parfait? I don't know. People who like parfaits.
I'm not a horse. Don't give me oats. I'm not interested.
Well, luckily for you, there's no granola in here.
Like strawberries and blueberries, or what are we talking about here?
All right, let's break it down.
We
Brian,
got some
can you tell us
yogurt. We got
what's going on
some.
with parfait?
Would you shut up and let? I was saying.
Go ahead.
You don't need to announce it. We're not starting the show
Oh,
yet.
this is Stainer
Doesn't
stuff.
need to be like, oh, announce what you're eating, Brian.
Just this is Stainer. Just go. You're a live mic.
Anyway, we got some vanilla non-fat yogurt, some craisins, bananas, blueberries, chocolate chips, cinnamon, walnuts. I'm pretty sure there's flaxseed in here because blood pressure. Topped off with some whipped cream.
Nice. Do you enjoy honey? I would recommend honey.
That's a really good point.
That would be good. That.
Yeah,
doing
just
that next
you
time.
drizzle honey there.
Even just honey and yogurt is good.
We got a place by us that sells artisanal honey, so I can
That's true.
I can get some nice artisanal honey that's like flavored like graham crackers or something.
That was mentioned on this very show, wasn't it? We
I
talked about
probably
your
mentioned it
artisanal
once
honey.
or twice
I'm
because
pretty
it was
sure we did.
delicious.
It was. I think we mentioned your artisanal honey, and we don't mean your wife. You get the last of that parfait going. I don't think I'm gonna. How much of that do you have left? I don't know if that's a little or a lot in parfait world.
It's like, is it a lot or is it like an inch and a half of the bowl?
Like we're talking this, or we're talking this, or like
2 or 3 bites. Like
that's
talk amongst
this, then.
yourselves.
That's too big. That's like, hey Josh, when you get a steak, how thick do you like it? Oh, a really fucking thick steak. Okay.
Yeah.
Right? If I said that for a steak, you'd be like, oh yeah, how much do you have left? This much parfait. Holy fuck, dude. How much parfait do you have?
You are jealous because my parfait game is strong.
Believe me, I'm not jealous of a parfait. You're not gonna win me over with a parfait.
Mm.
Good old cup
You
of dirt.
obviously haven't had my parfait.
Cup of dirt. I'm in. Because I'm also an 8-year-old.
Oh, hi everybody. How's it going? Excited to be here, Ralph. What's your name? I don't even remember.
Ralph, what are you? You on Hollywood Babylon all of a sudden? You think you're at a better podcast than this?
You know what, Bob? I can't wait to spin that wheel. Thanks so much.
Bob Barker.
I'm gonna land on that dollar. You know what's funny, Alex? I'm actually a school teacher in my part time.
I think Brian's.
How many more greetings would you like?
I think Brian's having a stroke.
Game show greetings.
Center Square. Wheel of Fortune. Oh, what you got for Center Square?
I don't remember who hosted Hollywood Squares.
Oh, there you go. Look, something on the first one.
Really excited to be on Supermarket Sweep here. I can't wait to win that big Mountain Dew can.
Let's turn our attention now from, well, I guess I really can't see small screen. All right, let's turn our attention to some different topics. It's where we look at the world of TV and movies in the segment that we call Stream to Screen. No, it's Screen to Stream, right? It's been a while.
Hey, it's got to be your dog.
Let's turn our attention to some. God damn it! Yeah, fuck you. Just
Son of a bitch. What was the last Netflix? What was the last Netflix? No, what was the last Netflix movie we watched?